1. Accept. To agree to do something that someone asks you to do. 2. Satisfy. To provide something that is needed. 3. Continent. A large mass of land surrounded by sea. 4. Appointment. An arrangement to meet with someone at a particular time. 5. Proud. Feeling pleased and satisfied about something that you have done. 6. Permit. To allow someone to do something. 7. Approach. To come near to someone or something. 8. Expectation. The feeling that good things will happen in the future. 9. Harm. Physical damage or injury caused by a person or an event. 10. Convenient. Useful or suitable for a particular purpose. 11. Suggest. To tell your ideas for other people to consider. 12. Decorate. To make something more attractive by putting things on it. 13. Passenger. A person who is traveling in a vehicle, plane, boat etc., and who is not driving it or working on it. 14. Payment. The act of paying for something. 15. Dependent. Needing someone or something in order to survive or succeed. 16. Warn. To tell someone about a possible danger or trouble, so that they can avoid it or prevent it. 17. Check. To find out whether something is in good condition. 18. Proposal. A plan or suggestion which is made formally for people to think about. 19. Method. A particular way of doing something. 20. Dramatic. Very noticeable and surprising. 21. Provide. To give something to someone or make it available to them. 22. Admire. To have a feeling of great respect for someone. 23. Destination. The place that someone is going to. 24. Expert. Someone who has a particular skill or who knows a lot about something. 25. Expensive. Costing a lot of money. 26. Participate. To take part in something. 27. Compare. To examine how things or people are similar or different. 28. Reason. A cause or an explanation for why something happens or why someone does something. 29. Border. The official line that separates two countries or regions. 30. Responsible. Having a duty of dealing with or looking after someone or something. 31. Force. To make someone do something they do not want to do. 32. Lend. To allow someone to use something that belongs to you for a period of time. 33. Attention. The act of carefully thinking about, listening to, or watching someone or something. 34. Performance. An activity that a person or group does to entertain an audience. 35. Similar. Sharing some features but not exactly the same. 36. Order. To ask for goods or services to be supplied to you. 37. Trust. To believe that someone is good, sincere, honest, etc. 38. Theater. A building with a stage where plays and shows take place. 39. Survey. An investigation of people's opinions or behavior done by asking people questions. 40. Complete. Including all the parts. 41. Display. To put something in a particular place where people can see it easily. 42. Raise. To increase the amount or level of something. 43. Atmosphere. The general impression that you have in a particular place. 44. Neighbor. A person who lives near you. 45. Absent. Not present at a usual or expected place. 46. Appeal. To be liked or wanted by someone. 47. Explain. To tell someone about something in a way that helps them understand it better. 48. Pressure. Difficult situations that make you feel worried. 49. Purchase. The act of buying something. 50. Obvious. Easy to notice or understand. 51. Celebrate. To do something special or enjoyable to show that an occasion or event is important. 52. Repair. To put something that is broken or not working properly back into good condition. 53. Permission. The right to do something that is given by someone in authority. 54. Forecast. A description of what is expected to happen in the future. 55. Tight. Fitting closely to your body. 56. Earn. To get money in return for work that you do. 57. Avoid. To take action to prevent something bad from happening. 58. Medicine. A substance that you take to cure an illness or injury. 59. Lack. The state of not having something or not having enough of something. 60. Popular. Enjoyed or liked by a lot of people. 61. Imagine. To form a picture of something in your mind. 62. Notice. To become aware of someone or something. 63. Production. The process of making or growing something for sale in large quantities. 64. Construction. The process of building something such as houses, bridges, roads, etc. 65. Capable. Having the ability to do something. 66. Shake. To move something quickly. 67. Treat. To deal with someone or something in a particular way. 68. Neighborhood. The area of a town that surrounds your home. 69. Evidence. The facts or objects which cause you to believe that something exists or is true. 70. Artificial. Created by human beings to copy something natural. 71. Regard. To think about someone or something in a particular way. 72. Indicate. To point out that a particular situation exists. 73. Statement. Something that you say or write in a formal way. 74. Reaction. The way you act or feel in response to something. 75. Regular. Happening at times that are equally separated. 76. Practice. To do something repeatedly to improve your skill. 77. Freeze. To become solid because of a low temperature. 78. Custom. An accepted way of behaving in a particular group or place. 79. Outcome. The final result of an action or event. 80. Tiny. Extremely small. 81. Spread. To gradually reach or affect a larger area or more people. 82. Publish. To prepare and produce a book, magazine, etc. so that people can buy it. 83. Path. A way that is made by people or animals walking over the ground. 84. Rumor. Unofficial information that may or may not be true. 85. Curious. Having a desire to know more about something. 86. Insist. To say firmly that something is true, even though other people think it may not be true. 87. Encourage. To give someone a suggestion to do something. 88. Memory. Something that you remember. 89. Advantage. Something that helps you to be more successful. 90. Crowded. Containing a lot of people or too many people. 91. Export. To sell products or materials to another country. 92. Descend. To go down from a higher place to a lower place. 93. Duty. Something that you have to do as part of a job. 94. Operation. The process of cutting into patient's body to remove, replace, or repair a damaged part. 95. Friendly. Behaving in a kind and pleasant way. 96. Influence. To have an effect on a situation. 97. Require. To need something. 98. Symbol. A picture or shape used to express something. 99. Container. Something such as a box or bowl that can hold something. 100. Ideal. Most suitable for a particular purpose. 101. Reserve. To keep something for you so that you will be able to use it at a later time. 102. Contact. To communicate with someone by telephone or letter. 103. Attitude. The opinions and feelings that you have about something, especially when this shows in the way you behave. 104. Equipment. The things that you need to do a particular job or activity. 105. Brief. Not using too many words. 106. Elect. To select someone for an official position by voting. 107. Obtain. To get something. 108. Privilege. A special right or advantage that is given only to one person or group. 109. Eyesight. The ability to see. 110. Perfect. As good as it could possibly be. 111. Adopt. To begin to use a new attitude, policy, or method. 112. Travel. To go from one place to another. 113. Stare. A set of steps inside a building that allow you to go from one floor to another. 114. Sensation. A feeling that you experience from one of your five senses. 115. Amazing. Very surprising and makes you feel pleasure or admiration. 116. Forgive. To stop being angry with someone who has done something wrong and stop blaming them. 117. Shout. To say something loudly. 118. Climate. The general weather conditions of a place. 119. Mankind. All humans considered as one group. 120. Previous. Existing or happening before something that you are talking about now. 121. Guess. To give an answer or an opinion about something without definite knowledge about it. 122. Attack. To use violence to hurt or damage someone or something. 123. Decision. A choice or judgment that you make after thinking carefully. 124. Direction. The general way in which something is progressing or developing. 125. Comfortable. Feeling physically relaxed without unpleasant feelings. 126. Attend. To be present at an event such as a meeting or a class. 127. Announce. To tell people about something officially. 128. Habit. Something that you do often or regularly, often without thinking about it. 129. Departure. The act of leaving a place. 130. Stable. Not likely to change. 131. Develop. To start to have a disease. 132. Support. To help someone by showing that you agree with them. 133. Income. The money that you earn from working. 134. Politics. The ideas and activities concerned with getting and using power in a country. 135. Generous. Willing to give more than the amount that is usual or expected. 136. Rent. To regularly pay money to use something that belongs to someone else. 137. Float. To stay on the surface of a liquid without sinking. 138. Election. The act of choosing someone for a public office by voting. 139. View. Personal opinions about something. 140. Typical. Having the usual features of a particular group or thing. 141. Realize. To know or understand a particular fact or situation. 142. Regret. To feel sorry or sad about something you have done and wish you had not done it. 143. Luggage. The cases and bags that you carry when you are traveling. 144. Location. The place where something is situated. 145. Independent. Not depending on other people for help or money. 146. Invent. To design or create something useful for the first time. 147. Remove. To take something away from a place. 148. Secret. Something that is known by only a small number of people and not told to others. 149. Universe. The whole of space and everything in it, including the Earth, the planets, and the stars. 150. Rapid. Happening very quickly. 151. Schedule. To make arrangements for something to happen at a particular time. 152. Contain. To have something inside. 153. Destruction. The act of destroying something. 154. Treasure. Valuable objects such as paintings or ancient documents. 155. Evident. Easy to see, notice, or understand. 156. Steal. To take something that belongs to someone else without permission and without intention to return it. 157. Perform. To do something to entertain an audience. 158. Flood. A large amount of water that covers an area that is usually dry. 159. Will. Strong determination to do something that you have decided to do. 160. Successful. Achieving what was intended.
161. Cross. To go from one side of something to the other. 162. Judge. To form an opinion about someone or something. 163. Volunteer. Someone who does a job without being paid for it. 164. Assignment. A task that you are given to do as part of a course of study or as part of your job. 165. Healthy. Physically strong and not sick or injured. 166. Recommend. To say that something is good or useful. 167. Accompany. To go somewhere with someone. 168. Pity. Something that causes disappointment. 169. Principle. A moral rule or belief which influences your behavior. 170. Intellectual. Using your ability to think and understand things. 171. Search. To try to find someone or something by looking carefully. 172. Concentrate. To give all your attention to what you are doing. 173. Candidate. Someone who is applying for a job or competing in an election. 174. Author. Someone who has written a piece of writing. 175. Sensitive. Easily worried and upset by something. 176. Switch. To change from one thing to another. 177. Envy. To wish that you had the same qualities or possessions that someone has. 178. Exercise. Physical activity that you do in order to become stronger and healthier. 179. Harbor. An area of water near the coast where it is safe for ships to stay. 180. Domestic. Relating to one particular country. 181. Expect. To think that someone should do something. 182. Describe. To say what something or someone is like. 183. Emotion. A strong human feeling such as love or anger. 184. Praise. Words that you say in order to admire someone or something. 185. Lazy. Not liking work or effort. 186. Reduce. To make something smaller in size, amount, number, etc. 187. Guard. To protect someone or something from danger or attack. 188. Colleague. Someone who works with you. 189. Study. The act of examining something in detail. 190. Visible. Able to be seen. 191. Fear. To feel worried that something bad may happen. 192. Rely. To need something in order to work properly. 193. Existence. The fact of being present. 194. Closet. A piece of furniture used for storing clothes. 195. Brave. Capable of dealing with dangerous or difficult situations without showing fear. 196. Defend. To protect someone or something from attack. 197. Recognize. To know who someone is or what something is because of previous knowledge or experience. 198. Remedy. A treatment or medicine to cure an illness or pain that is not very serious. 199. Burden. A duty or responsibility that you have to deal with. 200. Anxious. Worried about something. 201. Prepare. To make yourself ready for something that will happen. 202. Convince. To make someone believe that something is true. 203. Government. The group of people who officially govern a country. 204. Maintenance. The process of keeping something in good condition by checking and repairing it regularly. 205. Vacant. Not being used by anyone. 206. Hide. To put something in a place where it cannot easily be found. 207. Generate. To produce energy. 208. Posture. The way you position your body when you are standing or sitting. 209. Legend. A story from ancient times that may or may not be true. 210. Nervous. Worried and anxious about something that might happen. 211. Express. To show what you are feeling or thinking using words or actions. 212. Consult. To go to someone for information or advice. 213. Sorrow. A feeling of sadness. 214. Population. The number of people living in a particular area. 215. Missing. Unable to be found. 216. Assign. To give someone a particular job or responsibility. 217. Exhibit. To put something in a public place so that people can go to see it. 218. Presentation. An activity in which you give a formal talk to a group of people. 219. Agriculture. The science and the methods that are used to raise crops and animals for food. 220. Wealthy. Having a lot of money and possessions. 221. Disappear. To stop existing. 222. Prevent. To stop someone or something from doing something. 223. Inquiry. A question you ask in order to get information about someone or something. 224. Resource. Something that a country has and can use to increase its wealth, such as coal, oil, or land. 225. Positive. Believing that a situation will get better. 226. Wipe. To clean or dry something by using a cloth. 227. Arise. To begin to exist. 228. Shortage. A situation where there is not enough of something. 229. Flavor. The particular taste of a food or drink. 230. Rude. Showing a lack of respect for other people. 231. Inquire. To ask for information about something. 232. Heal. To become healthy and normal again. 233. Assistance. The act of helping someone. 234. Feature. An interesting or important part of something. 235. Formal. Made or done officially or publicly. 236. Allow. To make it possible for someone to do something. 237. Intend. To be made for carrying out a particular purpose. 238. Distinction. A clear difference or separation between similar things. 239. Appreciation. An understanding of how good something is. 240. Disgusting. Extremely unpleasant. 241. Fulfill. To succeed in doing something. 242. Bark. To make a short loud sound. 243. Article. A piece of writing about a particular subject that is published in a newspaper or magazine. 244. Shore. The land along the edge of a sea, lake, or wide river. 245. Cruel. Causing pain and suffering to people or animals on purpose. 246. Preserve. To keep something in good condition. 247. Greet. To say hello to someone or to welcome them. 248. Envelope. A thin paper container used for sending letters. 249. Horizon. The line in the distance where the sky seems to meet the earth or the sea. 250. Objective. Based only on facts and not influenced by feelings or opinions. 251. Interrupt. To stop something temporarily. 252. Stir. To mix food or liquid using a spoon or something similar. 253. Mission. An important work that a person or group of people has to do which involves traveling somewhere. 254. Debt. A sum of money that you owe. 255. Preferable. More desirable or suitable. 256. Ensure. To make sure that something happens. 257. Revive. To make something active or successful again. 258. Sign. A piece of paper, wood or metal that gives information about something. 259. Vegetation. The plants and trees in a particular area. 260. Diligent. Working hard with effort. 261. Replace. To be used instead of something. 262. Apply. To make a formal request for something such as a job, admission to a school, a loan, etc. 263. Device. An object or a piece of equipment that has been designed for a particular purpose. 264. Wisdom. The ability to make good decisions and judgments using your knowledge and experience. 265. Bare. Not covered by clothes. 266. Retire. To stop working because of old age. 267. Adjust. To change something slightly to make it work better. 268. Wage. The amount of money that you earn for the work that you do. 269. Architecture. The study and practice of designing buildings. 270. Delicate. Easily damaged or broken. 271. Broadcast. To send out radio or television programs. 272. Derive. To come from something. 273. Disaster. Unexpected event such as an earthquake or a plane crash that causes a lot of damage. 274. Patient. A person who is receiving medical treatment. 275. Messy. Dirty or untidy. 276. Cancel. To decide that something that was officially arranged will not take place. 277. Suspend. To officially prevent someone from doing their job or from going to school for a limited time. 278. Dinosaur. Very large animals which lived in prehistoric times. 279. Necessity. Something that you must have in order to live. 280. Subjective. Based on personal opinions and feelings rather than facts. 281. Pretend. To behave in a particular way in order to deceive other people. 282. Blame. To think or say that someone or something is responsible for something bad. 283. Stimulus. Something that causes a change or a reaction in a human, an animal or a plant. 284. Desert. A large area of dry land that is usually covered with sand. 285. Rural. Far away from large cities. 286. Complain. To say that something is not satisfactory. 287. Establish. To start an organization or company in such a way that it is likely to last for a long time. 288. Cliff. A large area of rock with a very steep side. 289. Tide. The regular rise and fall in the level of the sea on the shore. 290. Abroad. To a foreign country. 291. Register. To put information about someone or something on an official list. 292. Breathe. To take air into your lungs and let it out again. 293. Courage. The quality to do something dangerous or difficult without showing fear. 294. Leisure. Time when you can relax and do things you enjoy without working or studying. 295. Thin. Having a small distance between opposite sides. 296. Equip. To provide a person or thing with necessary tools or equipment. 297. Regulate. To control something by using rules. 298. Donation. The act of giving money or goods in order to help a person or organization. 299. Entrance. The place where you can enter a room, building, or place. 300. Promising. Likely to be successful or good in the future. 301. Scold. To angrily criticize someone who has done something wrong. 302. Expire. To be no longer legally used because the period of time during which it could be used has come to an end. 303. Respect. A feeling that someone or something is important. 304. Shame. The feeling of embarrassment that you have when you have done something wrong or stupid. 305. Intelligent. Having the ability to think, understand, and learn things quickly and well. 306. Survive. To continue to live in spite of difficult circumstances. 307. Confess. To admit that you have done something wrong or illegal. 308. Flow. The steady and continuous movement of goods, people, or information from one place to another. 309. Triumph. A great success, achievement or victory. 310. Trivial. Having little importance or value. 311. Compose. To come together to form something. 312. Sink. To disappear below the surface of water. 313. Exception. A person or thing that is not included in a rule, group, or pattern. 314. Journey. An act of traveling from one place to another. 315. Peculiar. Strange or unusual, often in an unpleasant way. 316. Obey. To do what a law or rule says you must do. 317. Deserve. To do something that brings a particular reaction or reward. 318. Obligation. Something that you must do for legal or moral reasons. 319. Noise. A loud or unpleasant sound. 320. Fragile. Easily broken or damaged. 321. Postpone. To arrange for something to take place at a later time. 322. Pour. To spend time or money on something. 323. Boom. An increase in popularity. 324. Plain. Easy to recognize or understand. 325. Accordingly. Showing a fact or situation that is based on something. 326. Adapt. To change your behavior and attitudes in order to deal with a new situation successfully. 327. Associate. To make a connection between different people or things. 328. Exhibition. A collection of paintings, photographs, or other objects that are shown to the public. 329. Conference. A large formal meeting where a lot of people discuss a particular subject. 330. Punctual. Doing something or arriving somewhere at exactly the time that has been arranged. 331. Differ. To be different from each other. 332. Monitor. To watch and check something carefully over a period of time. 333. Access. The opportunity or right to use something. 334. Temptation. A feeling of wanting to do or have something that is bad for you. 335. Suspicious. Thinking that someone might be involved in a crime or some dishonest activity. 336. Tackle. To try to deal with a problem in a determined way. 337. Imitate. To copy someone or something. 338. Impact. The effect that something has on someone or something. 339. Literature. Written works, especially those considered to have value as art. 340. Eager. Wanting to do something very much. 341. Disappoint. To make someone feel unhappy by not being as good as expected. 342. Frustrate. To make you feel annoyed or angry because you cannot do what you want. 343. Communication. The process of exchanging information or ideas. 344. Eternal. Lasting forever. 345. Precisely. Exactly. 346. Correct. To make something right. 347. Stare. To look at someone or something for a long time without moving your eyes. 348. Fate. The things that happen to someone or something, especially in a way that cannot be prevented or changed. 349. Fever. A medical condition in which the temperature of your body is higher than normal. 350. Upset. Unhappy or disappointed because something unpleasant has happened. 351. Quit. To choose to leave your job. 352. Illustrate. To make the meaning of something clearer by using examples. 353. Genius. An exceptionally talented person. 354. Witness. Someone who saw a crime or an accident and is able to describe it to other people. 355. Temporary. Existing for only a limited period of time. 356. Reflect. To show the nature of something. 357. Confuse. To think wrongly that a person or thing is someone or something else. 358. Religion. The belief in the existence of a god or gods. 359. Anxiety. The feeling of being very worried that something is going to happen. 360. Subtle. Not immediately noticeable or obvious. 361. Spare. To make something such as time or money available for something. 362. Identify. To recognize someone or something and say who or what they are. 363. Humidity. The amount of water contained in the air. 364. Inferior. Not as good as something else. 365. Accidentally. In a way that was not planned or intended. 366. Sponsor. To pay the costs of a particular event in order to advertise your products or services. 367. Vanish. To disappear suddenly. 368. Attraction. An interesting or enjoyable place to visit. 369. Representative. A person who has been chosen to act or speak on behalf of a group. 370. Outstanding. Remarkable. 371. Investigate. To try to discover all the facts about something such as a crime, accident, or scientific problem. 372. Reject. To refuse to accept something such as a proposal, a request, or an offer. 373. Competition. A situation in which people or groups try to be more successful than other people or groups. 374. Conscience. A guilty feeling about something bad you have done. 375. Loyal. Remaining firm in your support of someone or something. 376. Resemble. To be similar to something. 377. Appoint. To officially choose someone for a job or position. 378. Suburb. A residential area that is outside the center of a city. 379. Discrimination. The practice of treating one person or group of people unfairly because of their sex, race, religion, or other personal features. 380. Ordinary. Normal and not unusual or special in any way. 381. Confirm. To show that something is definitely true. 382. Distribute. To deliver something to a large number of people. 383. Combination. A mixture of different things or people. 384. Moderate. Neither large nor small in amount, size, strength, or degree. 385. Regularly. Often. 386. Crawl. To move on your hands and knees. 387. Award. To officially give someone a prize. 388. Dispute. An argument or disagreement between people, groups or countries. 389. Measure. An official action that is carried out to achieve a particular purpose. 390. Thick. Having a large distance between opposite sides. 391. Worry. To make someone feel anxious about someone or something. 392. Spoil. To allow a child to do everything that they want. 393. Justice. The fair treatment of people. 394. Temper. The usual attitude or mood of a person. 395. Thirsty. Feeling a need to drink something. 396. Punish. To make someone suffer because they have done something wrong or illegal. 397. Respond. To say or do something as a reaction to something that has been said or done. 398. Individual. A person considered separately from the group. 399. Trade. The activity of buying, selling, or exchanging goods between people or countries. 400. Radical. Believing that big social and political changes are necessary. 401. Benefit. To be useful to you or improve your life. 402. Capture. To catch someone or something. 403. Means. A method for doing something. 404. Receipt. A piece of paper which shows that you have paid for goods or services. 405. Superior. Better than someone or something else. 406. Apologize. To tell someone that you are sorry for doing something wrong. 407. Miss. To arrive too late for something such as a plane or train. 408. Discipline. The practice of making people obey rules and punishing them if they do not. 409. Myth. Something that many people believe but that does not exist or is not true. 410. Acceptable. Considered to be reasonable or normal by most people. 411. Exhaust. To make you very tired either physically or mentally. 412. Hesitate. To pause before doing something, usually because you are not sure that it is appropriate. 413. Category. A group of people or things that are similar. 414. Habitat. The place where a particular type of animal or plant normally lives or grows. 415. Virtual. Made to appear to exist using computers or the Internet. 416. Impress. To make you feel admiration or interest for someone or something. 417. Extend. To make something last longer. 418. Interaction. A process by which two or more people or things communicate with or affect each other. 419. Correspondence. The letters someone sends and receives. 420. Exact. Correct in every detail. 421. Attempt. To try to do something difficult. 422. Delight. To give someone a lot of pleasure. 423. Prestige. The respect and admiration that someone or something has because of their success or importance in society. 424. Symptom. A sign in your body or mind which shows that you have a particular illness. 425. Conventional. Following the way something has been done for a long time. 426. Distinguish. To recognize and understand the difference between people or things. 427. Fascinate. To attract and interest you very much. 428. Trend. A general tendency in which a situation is changing or developing. 429. Formation. The way in which a group of people or things are arranged to form a particular shape. 430. Neutral. Not supporting any side in a dispute, war, or competition. 431. Approve. To officially agree to something such as a plan, request, etc. 432. Cooperate. To work with someone to achieve the same purpose. 433. Profit. An amount of money that you gain in business. 434. Patience. The ability to stay calm and not to get angry. 435. Content. Happy and satisfied with something that you have. 436. Oppose. To disagree with something and to try to change or stop it. 437. Pray. To speak to God in order to give thanks or to ask for help. 438. Belief. A strong feeling that something exists or is true. 439. Capacity. The number of people that a building, room, or vehicle can hold. 440. Legal. Allowed by law. 441. Represent. To officially speak or do something on behalf of a person or group of people. 442. Urge. To advise someone to do something. 443. Evolution. The process that plants and animals develop and change gradually over a long period of time. 444. Poverty. The state of being poor. 445. Worth. Having a particular value. 446. Appreciate. To be grateful for something. 447. Enroll. To become an official member of something. 448. Reward. Something that you are given because you have done something good or helpful. 449. Routine. The things you regularly do. 450. Flexible. Able to change to adapt to new conditions or situations. 451. Found. To start something such as an organization, company, political party, etc. 452. Abandon. To leave someone or something you are responsible for permanently or for a long time. 453. Consent. Permission to do something. 454. Cure. A medicine or medical treatment that makes a person or an animal healthy again after the illness. 455. Awkward. Not attractive or graceful. 456. Consist. To be formed from particular things or people. 457. Release. To let something spread. 458. Merchant. A person who buys and sells goods, especially one who trades with other countries. 459. Spectator. A person who is watching something, especially a sports event. 460. Conscious. Noticing that something is present or that something is happening. 461. Acquire. To learn something. 462. Oversee. To watch something in order to check that it is done correctly. 463. Pollution. The process of making water, air, or land, etc. dirty. 464. Account. A written or spoken report of something that has happened. 465. Enormous. Extremely large in size or in amount. 466. Inform. To tell someone about something. 467. Plant. To put a seed or plant into the ground so that it will grow there. 468. Treatment. Medical care given to someone who is injured or ill. 469. Misunderstanding. A failure to understand someone or something properly. 470. General. Including a lot of things or subjects and not restricted to any one thing or area. 471. Guarantee. To promise that something will happen. 472. Occupy. To enter a place in a large group, using force in order to gain control of it. 473. Institution. A large important organization such as a university or bank. 474. Penalty. A punishment for breaking a rule. 475. Reliable. Able to be trusted. 476. Annoy. To cause someone to feel angry and unhappy about something. 477. Persuade. To try to make someone do something by giving them good reasons for doing it. 478. Fare. The money that you pay to travel on a vehicle such as a bus or train. 479. Illusion. A false idea or wrong belief. 480. Remarkable. Unusual or surprising in a way that deserves attention.
481. Unite. To join together as a group. 482. Prohibit. To forbid something. 483. Labor. Work, especially physical work. 484. Ecosystem. All the plants and animals in a particular area and the way they affect each other. 485. Widespread. Affecting a large area or many people. 486. Orbit. To move around a planet, moon, or sun. 487. Specialize. To concentrate your attention and effort on a particular type of something. 488. Miracle. An event that is very surprising or difficult to explain. 489. Qualification. What you get when you successfully finish a course of study. 490. Nutritional. Relating to nutrition. 491. Undergo. To experience something that is unpleasant but necessary. 492. Interact. To have an effect on each other. 493. Perspective. A particular way of thinking about something. 494. Target. Something that you aim at when attacking. 495. Indispensable. Absolutely important and necessary. 496. Conclude. To decide that something is true using all the information you have. 497. Delete. To remove something that has been written. 498. Solid. A substance that is not a liquid or a gas. 499. Interval. A period of time between two events. 500. Genuine. Exactly what it appears to be. 501. Restore. To cause something to exist again. 502. Declare. To announce officially that something exists or is the case. 503. Issue. An important subject that people discuss. 504. Constitution. The system of principles and laws by which a country is governed. 505. Modest. Not large in degree or amount. 506. Resign. To announce formally that you are leaving a job. 507. Resume. To start doing something again after stopping temporarily. 508. Civilization. A human society that has developed its own culture and social organization. 509. Recipe. A list of ingredients and a set of instructions for cooking or preparing a particular food. 510. Imaginary. Existing only in your mind or in a story. 511. Cease. To stop happening or continuing. 512. Employ. To pay someone to work for you. 513. Tuition. The money that is paid to a school for being taught. 514. Deadline. A date or time by which something must be done. 515. Vague. Not giving clear information or details. 516. Impose. To force people to accept something such as a rule or punishment. 517. Launch. To make a new product available to the public. 518. Exploration. A journey to a place in order to find out about it or search for something in it. 519. Prosperity. The situation in which a person or community is successful and having a lot of money. 520. Mysterious. Difficult to explain or understand. 521. Seize. To take control of a place using force. 522. Imply. To suggest something indirectly. 523. Caution. Care that you take in order to avoid danger. 524. Confidence. The feeling that you can trust someone or something. 525. Polite. Having good manners and respect for the feelings of others. 526. Serve. To provide food or drink for someone. 527. Stimulate. To encourage something to develop or improve further. 528. Application. The practical use of a theory, method, law, etc. for a particular purpose. 529. Obstacle. A difficulty or problem that makes it difficult for you to achieve something. 530. Enthusiastic. Showing a lot of interest and excitement about something. 531. Transform. To change the appearance or character of something completely. 532. Yield. To produce something useful. 533. Harmony. A situation in which people live together peacefully and agree with each other without fighting or arguing. 534. Relief. A feeling of comfort when something bad has ended. 535. Contemporary. Happening or belonging to the present time. 536. Possess. To have something. 537. Convert. To change one thing into a different form. 538. Satisfaction. The feeling of pleasure because you have achieved something or obtained what you wanted. 539. Consequence. Something that happens as a result of a particular action. 540. Essential. Absolutely necessary or important. 541. Note. To become aware of something. 542. Divide. To separate something into smaller parts and share them between people. 543. Stereotype. A fixed general image about a particular type of person or thing. 544. Background. Your family, your experience of education, or the type of work experience that you have, etc. 545. Military. Relating to the armed forces. 546. Designate. To choose someone or something for a particular purpose. 547. Organize. To form a group with a shared aim. 548. Engagement. An agreement between two people to marry. 549. Slave. Someone who is the property of another person and is forced to work for that person without pay. 550. Gradual. Happening slowly over a long period of time. 551. Neglect. To fail to do something that you ought to do. 552. Donate. To give money or goods to a person or organization. 553. Mammal. An animal that gives birth to babies and feeds them with milk. 554. Infant. A baby, or a very young child. 555. Initial. Happening at the beginning of something. 556. Engage. To take part in a particular activity. 557. Expose. To put someone or something in a place or situation where they are not protected from something dangerous or unpleasant. 558. Incident. Something that happens, especially something that is bad or unusual. 559. Infection. The process of getting a disease caused by germs or bacteria. 560. Concrete. Based on specific people, things, or actions. 561. Dispose. To get rid of something that you no longer need. 562. Revise. To make corrections or alterations to a piece of writing. 563. Luxury. Something expensive that gives you pleasure but you do not really need. 564. Controversy. A serious argument that involves many people who strongly disagree about something. 565. Profound. Showing deep intelligence or wisdom. 566. Attach. To join one thing to another. 567. Activate. To make something such as an electrical system or chemical process start working. 568. Insight. The ability to notice and understand a complex situation or problem. 569. Authority. The power to make decisions and control other people. 570. Upcoming. Happening in the near future. 571. Explore. To travel around an area to find out what it is like. 572. Demonstrate. To show by your actions that you have a particular ability. 573. Liberty. The freedom to think or behave in the way that you want without interference from a government or by other people. 574. Glance. A quick look at someone or something. 575. Sufficient. Enough for a particular purpose. 576. Overwhelm. To affect you so strongly that you do not know how to deal with it. 577. Comprehend. To understand something. 578. Review. An article that gives an opinion of a book, play, film, product, etc. 579. Restriction. The act of limiting or controlling someone or something. 580. Scarce. Not enough of something. 581. Claim. To state something is true without definite proof. 582. Argue. To discuss something with someone who disagree with you. 583. Psychology. The scientific study of the mind and how it influences people's behavior. 584. Dignity. The fact of being given respect. 585. Jealous. Feeling angry or unhappy because you do not have something that someone else has. 586. Emerge. To begin to exist. 587. Condemn. To say very strongly that someone or something is bad or wrong. 588. Sightseeing. The activity of visiting interesting places as a tourist. 589. Structure. The way in which something is organized into a whole. 590. Evil. Causing a great deal of harm to people. 591. Assure. To tell someone that something is definitely going to happen. 592. Commute. To travel regularly between your home and your place of work. 593. Race. One of the groups that people can be divided into based on certain physical features, such as the color of their skin. 594. Worship. The act of showing respect for a god or gods. 595. Ignorant. Not knowing knowledge or information that you should know. 596. Weigh. To measure how heavy someone or something is. 597. Sustain. To make something continue to exist for a period of time. 598. Potential. The possibility to become successful or useful in the future. 599. Productivity. The rate at which goods are produced. 600. Marvelous. Extremely good. 601. Bother. To annoy someone. 602. Resolve. To find a solution to a problem, argument, or difficulty. 603. Migration. The movement of people or animals from one place to another. 604. Biology. The scientific study of living things. 605. Cautious. Being careful to avoid danger or mistakes. 606. Ache. To feel a continuous pain. 607. Foster. To encourage something to develop over a period of time. 608. Amusement. The process of getting entertainment and pleasure. 609. Convention. A way of doing things that is widely accepted and followed. 610. Consistent. Not having any parts that do not agree with each other. 611. Accommodate. To provide sufficient space for a particular purpose. 612. Inspire. To give someone the enthusiasm to do something. 613. Term. A word or expression that is used to refer to a particular thing. 614. Masterpiece. A painting, book, or film, or other work of art that is of excellent quality. 615. Logical. Connecting ideas in a reasonable way. 616. Conserve. To prevent something from being damaged or destroyed. 617. Dedicate. To give all your attention and effort to something. 618. Relative. A member of your family. 619. Resignation. The act of leaving your job or position. 620. Equivalent. Having the same size, value, importance, or meaning as something else. 621. Accuse. To say that someone is guilty of a crime. 622. Shift. To change from one state to another. 623. Prejudice. An unreasonable feeling of dislike for a person or group. 624. Grocery. Food you buy at a store. 625. Selfish. Caring only about yourself and not caring about other people. 626. Retain. To continue to have something. 627. Swallow. To make food or drink go down your throat into your stomach. 628. Destiny. The power believed to control events that happen to you in your life. 629. Adolescence. The period of your life when you develop from a child into an adult. 630. Absurd. Completely silly. 631. Puzzle. To confuse someone because they do not understand something. 632. Substitute. To use something new or different in place of someone or something else. 633. Wealth. A large amount of money, property, or other valuable things that a person or country owns. 634. Welfare. Help that is provided by the government for people in need. 635. Memorable. Worth remembering, because of being special or enjoyable. 636. Ruin. To destroy or severely harm something. 637. Sacrifice. To give up something important or valuable to obtain something else or to help other people. 638. Specimen. An example of something, especially an animal or a plant. 639. Intersection. A place where roads join or cross. 640. Excessive. Greater than is necessary or reasonable. 641. Motivate. To make someone feel enthusiastic about doing something. 642. Rescue. To save someone from a dangerous or unpleasant situation. 643. Significance. The importance of something especially when it will have an effect on other thing. 644. Scholar. A person who studies a particular academic discipline and knows a lot about it. 645. Conservative. Not willing to accept changes or new ideas. 646. Exclude. To prevent someone from taking part in an activity. 647. Emphasize. To indicate that something is particularly important. 648. Appetite. A desire to eat. 649. Accommodation. A room or building where people stay, live, or work. 650. Certain. Having no doubt about something. 651. Complete. To finish doing something. 652. Strengthen. To make something stronger. 653. Minority. The smaller part of a larger group. 654. Remark. Something that you say when you express your opinion about someone or something. 655. Sustainable. Able to continue without damaging the environment. 656. Absorb. To take in a liquid, gas, or other substance. 657. Offend. To make someone upset and angry by doing or saying something rude. 658. Nightmare. A very frightening or unpleasant dream. 659. Advocate. Someone who publicly recommends a particular action or policy. 660. Adequate. Good enough or large enough for some need. 661. Conceal. To hide something carefully. 662. Irritate. To annoy someone continuously. 663. Troop. Soldiers in large numbers. 664. Faith. Strong religious belief. 665. Coastal. On the land near the coast. 666. Withdraw. To take money out of a bank account. 667. Contaminate. To make a place or substance dirty or harmful. 668. Campaign. A series of planned activities intended to produce political or social change. 669. Affection. A feeling of liking or loving about someone or something. 670. Miserable. Very unhappy or uncomfortable. 671. Prosper. To grow and develop in a successful way. 672. Undertake. To accept responsibility for something and start doing it. 673. Suspect. A person who is thought to be guilty of a crime. 674. Variation. A difference in amount or quality. 675. Immense. Extremely large. 676. Pronounce. To say a word in the correct way. 677. Focus. To pay particular attention to someone or something. 678. Revenue. Money that a business, organization, or government receives from people over a period of time. 679. Statistics. The practice of collecting and analyzing data in large quantities. 680. Inevitable. Certain to happen and impossible to prevent or avoid. 681. Perceive. To notice or realize something that is not obvious. 682. Memorize. To learn something so that you can remember it exactly. 683. Gene. A part of a cell in a living thing which controls a particular quality that has been passed on from its parents. 684. Ancestor. A person in your family who lived a long time ago. 685. Transparent. Able to see through something. 686. Encounter. To experience or deal with problems or opposition. 687. Arrest. To seize someone by legal authority because the police think they have done something illegal. 688. Consensus. General agreement among all the people in a group. 689. Diversity. The fact that many different people or things are included in a group or place. 690. skeptical. Having doubt about something. 691. Quote. To repeat what someone has written or said exactly. 692. Justify. To show that something is right or acceptable. 693. Opponent. The person who is fighting against you. 694. Sympathy. The feeling of being sorry for someone who is in trouble. 695. Urgent. Needing immediate action or attention. 696. Detect. To notice or discover something using scientific methods. 697. Tempt. To make someone want to have or do something, especially something that is not good. 698. Context. The circumstances in which something happens, which help you to understand it. 699. Hygiene. The practice of keeping yourself and your surroundings clean in order to prevent diseases. 700. Elaborate. Made carefully from many detailed or complicated parts. 701. Negotiate. To talk about something in order to reach an agreement. 702. Grasp. To understand something complicated or difficult. 703. Chore. Tasks that you have to do regularly. 704. Consciousness. The state of being awake and able to understand what is happening. 705. Intense. Very great or extreme in degree. 706. Diagnose. To identify the nature of a physical or mental problem by examining the symptoms. 707. Deprive. To take something away from someone. 708. Hospitality. Friendly and welcoming behavior to guests and visitors. 709. Coincidence. A situation in which separate things happen at the same time without any planning. 710. Remote. Far from cities where people live. 711. Relieve. To reduce or remove an unpleasant feeling or pain. 712. Tolerate. To allow someone to do something that you do not like. 713. Breakthrough. An important development that may lead to an achievement. 714. Funeral. A ceremony that is held after someone dies. 715. Pregnant. Having a child developing in the body. 716. Prevail. To be successful in the end. 717. Transmit. To send something from one place to another. 718. Disorder. A problem that affects your mind or body. 719. Solitude. The state of being alone, especially when this is pleasant. 720. Compassionate. Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for people who are suffering. 721. Major. To study something as your main subject. 722. Inhabit. To live in a particular place. 723. Congestion. The state of being extremely crowded with traffic or people. 724. Emission. The act of sending something such as gas or heat out into the atmosphere. 725. Mandatory. Required by a rule or a law. 726. Exaggerate. To make something seem larger, better, or more serious than it really is. 727. Refrain. To stop yourself from doing something that you want to do. 728. Harvest. The quality or amount of crops that are gathered. 729. Publicity. The attention that is given to someone or something by newspapers, magazines, television, etc. 730. Sensible. Able to make good judgments based on reasons rather than emotions. 731. Explode. To burst loudly with a lot of force, often causing damage or injury. 732. Enhance. To improve something. 733. Tribe. A group of people of the same race, and with the same language, customs, and beliefs, especially in a developing country. 734. Compensation. Money received from someone who is responsible for doing something harmful. 735. Abundant. Existing or available in large quantities. 736. Anticipate. To expect that something will happen. 737. Assert. To state that something is certainly true. 738. Opposition. Actions or opinions that show your strong disagreement with a plan or policy. 739. Hypothesis. An idea which attempts to explain something but has yet to be proved to be correct. 740. Competent. Capable of doing something in an efficient or effective way. 741. Amount. To have a particular total. 742. Disturb. To do something that makes someone stop what they are doing. 743. Poison. A substance that causes death or harm if you eat, drink, or breathe it. 744. Guideline. A general instruction that shows how something should be done. 745. Considerate. Paying attention to the feelings and needs of other people. 746. Resist. To not be harmed or affected by something. 747. Envision. To imagine something that might happen in the future. 748. Superstition. A belief that particular events or things will bring good or bad luck. 749. Scenery. A view of natural features that is attractive to look at. 750. Magnificent. Very good, beautiful, or impressive. 751. Summarize. To describe briefly the most important facts or features of something. 752. Dominate. To be the most powerful or important part of something. 753. Characteristic. The qualities that make someone or something different from others. 754. Transition. The process of changing from one state to another. 755. Ridiculous. Silly or unreasonable. 756. Divorce. To officially end your marriage with your spouse. 757. Excuse. To forgive someone for doing something wrong, especially something that is not very serious. 758. Hemisphere. One half of the globe or brain. 759. Applause. The sound made by many people hitting their hands to show their approval or enjoyment. 760. Stubborn. Not willing to change your ideas. 761. Embarrass. To make someone feel awkward or ashamed in a social situation. 762. Betray. To do something that hurts and disappoints someone who trusts you. 763. Critic. A person who expresses opinions about things such as books, music, etc. professionally. 764. Currency. The money used in a particular country. 765. Rational. Based on logic or reason rather than on emotion. 766. Transfer. To move someone or something from one place to another. 767. Settle. To put an end to an argument by making an agreement. 768. Tragedy. An extremely sad event or situation that causes people to suffer or die. 769. Inhabitant. The people or animals that live in a particular place. 770. Credible. Able to be believed or trusted. 771. Eliminate. To get rid of something. 772. Evaluate. To form an opinion about someone or something after thinking about them carefully. 773. Priority. The most important thing that you have to deal with. 774. Virtue. A morally good way of behaving. 775. Imaginative. Able to think of new and exciting ideas. 776. Modify. To change something slightly in order to improve it. 777. Surrender. To admit that you have been defeated and will stop fighting. 778. Ritual. A religious service or other ceremony that is always performed in the same way. 779. Prospect. The possibility that something will happen. 780. Tolerable. Unpleasant but able to be accepted. 781. Coordinate. To move different parts of your body so that they work well together. 782. Inherit. To receive money or property from someone who has died. 783. Theme. The main subject of something such as a piece of writing, a talk, or a discussion. 784. Landscape. All the visible features when you look across a large area of land. 785. Offensive. Likely to make people upset or embarrassed because it is rude or insulting. 786. Abolish. To officially put an end to something such as a system or practice. 787. Convey. To make information or feelings known to someone. 788. Proficiency. The ability or skill to do something well. 789. Proportion. A quantity of something that is a part of the whole. 790. Prominent. Important and very noticeable. 791. Discourage. To cause someone to lose enthusiasm to do something. 792. Qualify. To pass the examinations that are required to do a particular profession. 793. Quarrel. An angry argument or disagreement between two or more people. 794. Fatigue. A feeling of being very tired. 795. Mature. Behaving in a sensible and reasonable way. 796. Recall. To remember something. 797. Facilitate. To make an action or a process easier or more likely to happen. 798. Angle. A position from which you look at something. 799. Irony. A situation that is strange, funny, or sad because things happen in the opposite way to what you would expect. 800. Relevant. Important or necessary to a particular situation or person. 801. Wander. To walk around slowly, usually without a clear purpose or direction. 802. Spot. To notice someone or something. 803. Recruit. To find and hire new people to work for a company or join an organization. 804. Infer. To form an opinion or conclusion based on available information or evidence. 805. Clue. An object or piece of information that helps solve a problem or mystery. 806. Perception. The way you interpret or understand someone or something. 807. Commitment. A firm decision or dedication to doing something. 808. Trait. A particular quality that someone or something has. 809. Literacy. The ability to read and write. 810. Notion. An idea, belief, or concept about something. 811. Property. A quality or characteristic that belongs to someone or something. 812. Oblige. To force someone to do something. 813. Enclose. To put something inside an envelope along with something else. 814. Interfere. To become involved in a situation where your involvement is unwanted or unnecessary. 815. Dissolve. To be absorbed into a liquid and become part of it. 816. Manufacture. To produce goods in large quantities, usually in a factory. 817. Valid. Legally or officially acceptable. 818. Unfounded. Not based on facts or evidence. 819. Passive. Not taking action, but allowing others to be in control or to make decisions. 820. Spontaneous. Happening in a natural way without any arrangement.